Questioning the importance of preserving traditions and knowledge, one might wonder what might happen if an ancient wisdom, a knowledge, a tradition would fade into oblivion. The answer resides in the history of the Torah, a sacred text and an entire oral tradition that has been meticulously passed down by the Jewish people throughout the generations for over 3,300 years. Here is a tradition, wisdom, and knowledge that has never been lost. It has never ended. It cannot, because there is too much holding it together. Those who are part of this tradition continue to pass it down from father to son and from teacher to pupil in every generation. It is simply a part of the Jewish people. They are the people of the book. Their souls are connected and fused with its very words and its very holiness. Imagine a chain of wisdom, a sacred link connecting us back to the base of Mount Sinai, where Moses first received the Torah. This is not just a story, but a testament to the power of transmission, of preserving knowledge and tradition. Moses, the first link in this chain, passed the Torah to Joshua. As the second link, Joshua carried the weight of this wisdom, transmitting it to the elders. He would be the one to receive the Torah because he did not depart from the tent of Moses. He was constantly by his side, serving him and learning from him in everything he did, a testament to what it takes to be a part of the transmission, a constant cleaving to the teacher and a constant desire to learn, to grow, to mature, and to develop. The elders, a group of wise and respected individuals, the leaders of the Jewish nation at that time, became the next link. They would pass the Torah to the prophets. The prophets then were the voices that echoed this wisdom to the men of the Great Assembly. This was no mere game filled with the sort of fun where children whisper a message in their friend's ear and tell them to pass it on. These were teachings passed on with great care. Students would study their teacher's teachings with great concentration, with repetition, with care, and with accuracy. Joshua never left the tent of Moses, and so too does every student of Torah who follows never leave the tent of his teacher. And so the chain continued, each link bearing the responsibility of preserving and transmitting the sacred text of the Torah. As the keepers of the Torah, the men of the Great Assembly imparted three significant teachings: the patience in administration of justice, the importance of raising many disciples, and the necessity of creating a fence around the Torah. If these had been the teachings they had chosen, it was clear that hidden within these three teachings were perhaps the greatest of teachings we would need to absorb within ourselves. Administering justice requires patience and deliberation. It is not only for the judges in their courtrooms, but for every individual dealing with matters of life. Each person is a judge, making decisions that affect their lives and those of others. Inside each of our own minds are our own very courtrooms. Here, in the privacy of our thoughts, we construct trials about every event of life, about every person we meet, and even about ourselves. Hidden inside our heads are our own choice of prosecutors against others and even against ourselves. With a little imagination, one will realize that playing in our minds, the prosecutor stands to one side, the defendant to the other, perhaps even a jury of a myriad of voices listening and contributing to a discussion all of their own. And then, above all of them, our final decision, the judge, all dressed up for the part, ready to rule. But those who know the responsibility of the judge should well take care of the games the mind plays as it prosecutes when it does, and even when it defends when it shouldn't. Be careful in judgment. Be patient. Be deliberate. When we judge, we take a little part of God into our own lives, imagining it is we who are in control. Be patient before striking the gavel and ruling on every situation in life. The mind is in a constant state of judgment, about everything and everyone in life. How vital are the powerful words of the men of the Great Assembly. Raising many disciples ensures the continuation of the sacred chain. Without disciples, the wisdom of the Torah risks being forgotten. The teaching confirms the need to educate the young, so they grow into knowledgeable adults capable of passing the wisdom of Torah and of life to the next generation. If there are no kids, there will be no goats, says the Midrash. And if there are no goats, there will be no flock. And if there is no flock, there will be no shepherd. And if there is no shepherd, there will be no world. These are the words of the wicked King Ahaz of Judah. He knew the secret, as he thought to himself, if there are no children in school, there will be no students. If there are no students, there will be no scholars. If there are no scholars, there will be no elders. If there are no elders, there will be no prophets. If there are no prophets, the Holy One, blessed be He, will not rest His divine presence upon them. In other words, the Jewish people. It is the children who will be responsible for passing the teachings on to the next generation. Teach the children with love, but still be firm. Push away with the left hand and draw them close with the right. But realize, without teaching the younger generation the knowledge they need of the Torah and the knowledge they need in life, there will be no Torah, and they will never understand life. Do not be afraid to teach them everything they will need to be successful in life. Teach them when they are young. Teach them the things they love, and when they age, they will never depart from them. And then they will pass down these teachings too to the next generation. Creating a fence around the Torah signifies the importance of safeguarding the teachings. This fence serves as a barrier, a set of laws that protect the main laws of the Torah. Just like a physical fence prevents us from stumbling, this metaphorical fence ensures we do not transgress the teachings of the Torah even unknowingly. It is only great things that are surrounded behind fences. The more the value of a physical item, the more careful the owner is to safeguard it, lest anyone have access to it. So too, it is the value of the Torah that demands the fence. It is this fence that will preserve it, and those who see it will then realize its true value. These teachings from the men of the Great Assembly, emphasized in the beginning of Pirkei Avot, are more than just rules. They are life lessons, signposts guiding us on the path of wisdom, righteousness, and understanding. They contain some of the most essential teachings in the Torah, a testament to the importance of preserving traditions and knowledge, a vivid reminder of the sacred chain that connects us to the wisdom of our ancestors. The lessons of the Torah passed down through generations continue to inspire and guide us. They resonate in our hearts and minds, reminding us of the power of tradition and the importance of preserving ancient wisdom. Ultimately, the teachings connect us with God, making us aware that the universe and life are so much bigger than we could ever imagine.